I think that for me, when I look at the success that you have now and knowing what you have gone through and appreciating that flexion point where you move from all the way down to then back up again, one of the wonderful teaching tools that you have given me that is so instructive right in that flexion point is that the mind that can think up a dream, and maybe you have this magnificent quote. Do you remember the quote?
Yes.
The mind that can think it up.
That there's not one dream you can dream up. And so when we're dreaming up a dream, how do we know how to dream a dream? It starts with a really important question. Most people ask themselves either how do I solve this problem, or like how do I get to the end of the month and pay my bills, or they're asking a question of themselves and the mind they think with. They ask what could I do in this economy, or what could I do with the money that I have, or the education that I have. Those are condition-based questions.
Right.
And you'll only be able to create from the conditions that you currently have or see or what you believe about them. If you believe the economy is horrible and nobody can succeed in this, as Henry Ford said, if you think you can or you think you can, you're right.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the thing that makes it true. It's your belief about it will make it true. And so when you begin to realize that when you just let yourself, as you were when a little kid, when you were a little kid, you put on possible futures. I'm going to be a ballerina. I'm going to be and you just let yourself be free in the domain of your imagination. And the question wasn't, what do I think I can do? What does the economy tell me I can do? As a kid, it was, what would I love? What would I love to do? And if we will do that, just suspend our disbelief long enough to let ourselves play in the domain of, what would I love in my health? What would I love in my relationships? What would I love to do with my time and talent? What would I love with my time and money, philanthropy, freedom? If I could really go where I want to go and do what I want to do, create what I want to create in my creative life, my work, my books, my whatever business, and what would my calendar look like? As you just start to dream it up, which is what you do in the Cafe of Dreams. Once you dream up a dream, there's an important thing to know in physics. There's not one dream you can dream up that the mind you've dreamed it up in does not know exactly how to bring about.
That's what I love.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you know how, but you can trust that the mind you dreamed it up in does know how. That's what Edison did.
Okay.
He knew that he couldn't have a dream. That's what the Wright brothers did. When one of them would get doubtful, they believed there was an invisible law by which if they could learn how to harness it and work with it, they could take a heavy object, fly it through air, and ride on it. And when one would get a little doubtful, the other would say, brother, it's okay.
It's okay.
I've seen it in my mind. I know it's real. It's real because I've seen it in my mind.
So the power of seeing it in your mind,
And the power of having a mentor like you, which is what I had. Even when I was in the darkest place, my mentor, Jack Boland, had passed away. But I had been careful to do something important. And that something important is to keep a circle of friends who know how to translate dreams into reality, doing it themselves, helping other people do it. And what I love about what you're doing with the Cafe of Dreams is when you cook up a dream, it starts with deciding what it is you want to have for the meal. What are the ingredients?
What are the ingredients? You actually see it already baked in your mind.
Yes.
You have these ingredients, and you have a step-by-step process to get there. And you have somebody and other people around that will help.
Yes, and when I said hanging out with you, you'll see it at the darkest moment, and actually it didn't start there. I had built around myself a group of people friends and mentors.
Yes.
And that's what you've done, and that's what you offer.
Thank goodness that you did that.